Welcome to Yoga to Spike Your Metabolism. This practice is definitely going to get your heart beating and you may even sweat a little bit. It's a perfect practice to do in the morning, just to wake up your whole body and to really invigorate your system and feel alive. So have a seat on your mat. We're going to start with a pranayama practice, a breathing practice called Kapalabhati or skull shining. And this one really starts to circulate the prana through the body and also assists you in expelling a lot of waste very quickly. So if you've never done this before, you might want to start with your hand on your belly. And you're going to be doing forceful exhalations through the nose. Don't worry so much about the inhale. Just focus on the exhalation through the nose. And let's give that a try. So you'll just breathe in. And then as you exhale, an active exhale through the nose. And each time you breathe out, feel your belly pulling in and up. And take it at a pace that works for you. You can do this quite quickly as you become more experienced, or do it real slow, feeling each exhale. We'll take about 60 reps of this. If that feels like too much, if you get lightheaded or anxious feeling, just breathe in and out through your nose and relax. Great. Just take a few more of those. And then take your last exhalation and then just come back to easy, steady breathing. And notice how you feel. Sometimes after I practice Kapalabhati, I get this tingling sensation beneath my skin or this cool sensation right underneath the surface of my face. And I feel just more open and clear in my mind. Take one more breath. Just breathing in. As you exhale, let your eyes come to open and take yourself over onto your hands and knees and stretch back into child's pose. Let your forehead come to rest down on the floor, arms resting down on the floor. Take a couple breaths here, just feeling your body relaxing. Feeling your breath deepening, and just noticing how you're feeling right now in this moment, emotionally or mentally. And then from child's pose, when you're ready, I'm going to have you rise up. You can come onto your hands and knees to tabletop position, tuck your toes, and take a stretch back into your first downward facing dog. And you're welcome to warm up your down dog a little bit here. You can stretch out your legs if they're feeling tight by lifting and lowering the heels, bending and straightening the knees, maybe wagging the tail a little bit from side to side. Yeah, just enjoying that first down dog. It always feels so good to me. And then from down dog, lift your heels and look up towards your belly button and just feel how your back is beginning to round. And then push forward from there into plank position and flatten out. Get nice and long and plank, shoulders over the wrist. And then push back through down dog. And do that a couple times more where you roll forward, like you're doing a spinal roll forward, slowly into plank, feeling your core engage, lengthening out your neck, and then pulling back as you exhale into your down dog. Do one more with your breath. Send a wave-like motion from the tail of your spine all the way out through the crown of your head. And then coming back into down dog. And I'm going to have you lift your right leg, stretch it up and back. Reach out through the toes. You can bend your knee if you'd like. Waking up the thigh, maybe twisting the ankle around. And then straighten out that leg, breathe in. And as you exhale, swing the leg forward. Come through a lunge, just kind of press your hips down and then lift the leg back up. Open the hip, three-legged dog. Exhale, lunge forward, press your hips down. So we're just kind of starting to warm up the hips here. Do that once more. Breathe in, reach your leg way up and back, and then exhale, lunge the foot between the hands. And then take a breath in, step forward, stretch out your spine. Exhale, fold. And on your next breath in, bend your knees a little bit. Begin to rise up through chair position, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive back forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot way back behind, come through a lunge. And then right back into your downward facing dog. So like I said, we're just starting to warm up. You can do another roll forward into your plank. And then this time from plank, breathe out, lower down through chaturanga. Moving through up dog, breathing in. And all the way back through down dog, breathing out. Lift your left leg up nice and high now. Bend your knee. Awaken your foot and your ankle. And then take a breath in, stretch the leg long and straight, spreading the toes out, and exhale, sweep the foot between the hands, pressing the hips down. Inhale, sweep the leg back up and behind you, and then exhale, step toes and fingers in one line. Last time, sweep the leg up nice and high, and as you breathe out, swing the leg forward. This helps to really get those hips loosened up. And then on your next breath in, step to the front of your mat, lengthen out, lift your chest, and exhale, fold nose to the knees. And breathing in, bend your knees, rising up, coming through chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, dive over your thighs, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop your feet back, lower through chaturanga. Breathing into upward facing dog, breathing out through downward facing dog. Breathing in, lifting your right leg way up nice and high. Exhale, draw the knee to the nose to the knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, lift the leg up nice and high again. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Place your left heel to the floor and lift your left arm. Inhaling. And then exhaling, place the left hand to the floor, lift the right arm, and twist. Inhaling. And exhaling, releasing the right hand to the floor. Both arms sweep up and back, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step to the front of the mat. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, bend your knees. And rising up into chair pose. Exhaling, dynamic chair, taking the fingertips to the floor, curling forward. Inhaling up. Exhale. Keep sitting back with those hips as you bring the nose to the knees, stretching the arms long, fingertips to the floor. One more time, breathing in and breathing out into dynamic chair. Breathe in, reaching up through chair pose, and exhale, dive over the thighs, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. And exhaling, walk, step, or hop back. Lower through chaturanga. Breathing into up dog. Breathing out through down dog. Side two, lifting the left leg up nice and high. As you exhale, doing a little abdominal crunch, pulling the nose to the knee to the nose. Inhaling, three-legged dog, reach your left toes high. Exhale, lunge the left foot between your hands. Place the right heel down, right angle pose, lifting that right arm up. And then down as you exhale. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, twisting. Exhale, release. Drop the back knee, breathe in, sweep the arms up and back, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step the feet together, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending your knees, breathing in, coming up into chair pose, Utkatasana. Holding here in chair position. And once again, beginning Kapalabhati. So an active exhalation through the nose, pumping the diaphragm in and up each time you breathe out. If it's too much for the arms to be overhead here, just take the hands to the hips, relax your shoulders. And do the breath slow enough so that you can really feel the abdomen contracting in each time you exhale. Great. Sitting back with those hips, sinking the weight into the heels. Taking just a few more rounds of Kapalabhati here. And then breathe in. Stretch your legs straight, reach up, arch back, and exhale, fold forward, letting that go. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, walk, step, or hop back, lower through chaturanga. Inhaling through up dog, exhaling through down dog. From downward facing dog pose, on your next breath in, right foot comes forward, warrior one pose. Drop your back heel, rise up, moving with your breath, exhaling chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Side two, on your next breath in, stepping your left foot forward, drop your back heel, warrior one, inhaling, and exhaling, hands to the floor. Lowering through chaturanga, breathing into up dog, and breathing out through down dog. Take a couple breaths in downward facing dog. And then walking, stepping or hopping your feet to the front of your mat, lengthening your spine and folding as you exhale. Bend your knees once more. Come up into chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhaling, Tadasana pose, mountain pose. Just noticing how you feel. So now we are moving into where you're going to get your cardio spike. This is probably where your breath is going to really be accelerated. And you'll start to sweat. So this first move, you exhale as you jump your feet out into a horse pose. Arms sweep out and down. Inhale to gather the hands in, to gather the feet in. Each time you land, make sure you are bending your knees and softly yielding through the feet. So there's no jarring through this sequence. So again, it's exhale, jump out, inhale, jump in. And if that's too much for you, just step out from side to side as I'm showing right now. Great. So keep it going. Just a few more rounds. And taking your last breath in, bringing the feet together, and exhale, release into mountain pose. Yeah, so that gives you a little burst. Feel for a moment the movement of energy in your body, the breath as it's flowing. And then take your feet wide, lift your chest and breathe in, and exhale, fold forward. If you'd like, you can hook your fingertips in the crooks of your elbows and just kind of sway a little from side to side. So this is just like an in-between kind of neutralizing pose for you to take. And it'll let things come back to balance. So your breath will start to slow down. Your heartbeat will start to slow down a little bit. And you'll be prepared for the next round. Another little cardio burst, yoga cardio burst. So walk your feet in. Have your heels touch, but turn your toes way out. Try to get your fingertips to the floor or use a block. As you breathe in, you're going to come down into a squat, and then as you exhale, you fold forward. Inhaling, squatting. Exhale, press the heels down, zip the legs up, and fold forward. So you can do this really slow. With all of these little sets that we do, you can do them really slow, or you can pick up the pace and do them really fast, and the breath will become more vigorous. But it's exhale to fold and curl in. You want to draw your forehead towards your knees or shin bones, really pressing the heels and squeezing the legs together. And then your inhale, just let your heels lift as your hips come down low, knees open wide, gazing up. Yeah, pick the pace that works for you. You can go along with me here or take it slower. This is a great one to begin pumping the energy through your entire core, from the base of your spine up through the crown of your head. So it's very invigorating. Going to take your last couple, slowing it way down. And then come back into your forward fold. Adjust your feet. Release your spine. Let yourself just hang for a few moments. And again, your breath is probably a little escalated. So just let things calm down. And then soften your knees and roll up through your spine. One more active set here. So this is a good one to get out negativity. So make fists with both hands, bending your elbows, and come into a little bit of a squat. So you start with soft bent knees, and then you're going to begin to alternate, kicking the right foot out and the left arm punches. So it's opposite arm and leg, and the left foot kicks out and right arm punches. And you're just going back and forth. Each time both feet come to the floor, squat a little bit, and make sure again that you're yielding through your feet so your joints feel good in this movement. Another thing to be mindful of as you're doing this is to keep the belly strong. Feel your belly pulling in as you kick out and punch out. Focus your eyes. If you've got something in your life going on that's really causing or creating strife for you or triggering anger, this is a good little sequence to get that out. Yeah, keep it moving. You'll be surprised at how much these little sets can really get your heart rate up. So standing, come back to Tadasana. Ground your feet, lift your chest, breathe in, and then exhale, slowly fold forward. And again, just relaxing here in a forward fold for a few breaths. Noticing your breath will start to calm down, slow down. Your heart rate will start to slow down. You can shake things out, wiggle things out a little bit, become more fluid after that kind of more aggressive stance. And then take a breath and lift your chest, look forward. And then kind of do a little bear walk around until you can come back into downward facing dog. All right, so this is the last little cardio that you're going to do. And you're just going to do little kicks, little jumps, trying to kick your butt with your feet. Those of you that are more experienced might kind of hover and get some air time. But if you're not very experienced, do little baby jumps, trying to kick your butt with your heels. And a few more rounds. And then settling back into your down dog. So this is a little bit like yoga interval training, where we're letting our heart rate spike and then letting it drop. So if you'd like here, go ahead and take a vinyasa. You can move through up dog and then back to down dog. And I actually kind of lied. There's one more little set here. This is also a little bit of a heart rate increaser. We'll be moving into up dog and then back to down dog. Inhaling through up dog, exhaling back through down dog. So when you move through this cycle, if possible, keep your toes tucked. Keep your arms somewhat straight as you come through your up dog. Really work the legs, keep them super strong, and pull your chest through. And again, with all of these sets, go at the pace that works for you. So if I'm moving at a really quick pace, you find your own rhythm with your breath and what works for your body. In this sequence too, you can always come through, drop your knees, and do a cat-cow instead of moving all the way to up dog or all the way from up dog to down dog. So just remember that for next time. Great job, everyone. So finish up with that up dog, down dog, and then settle into child's pose and just relax. I know how hard you just worked because I did this sequence also, and it's definitely a workout. But so good to do, and especially in the morning when you wake up, to really get your blood pumping, to sweat a little bit, to clear out stagnant energy from your system. It's extremely, extremely good for you. So from here, from child's pose, if you'd like, you can just roll up, sit on your shin bones for a moment. If you want to move on into some other postures, feel free. If you'd like to take a shavasana, lie back and relax. Actually, I highly recommend that. And thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you spiked your metabolism a little bit, got some things moving. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.